Wills Piff, Shamar, Alef, dope man scientist. This shit is crazy. I see that life is made to be rough. I wrote on sandpaper. If it all was so simple, I wouldn't advance later. I proceed to walk through the flames. It makes a man greater. Hate to watch my loved ones crash. It's like I can't save them. It's all about your own evolution. This ain't a game, baby. Watching Top Gun, Tom Cruise. I think I'm Tom Brady. Always be a Michigan nigga. It's in the cloth, ain't it? Had these rappers going with the wind. It's like I'm Clark Gable. Lately I've been slacking on praying. It's like I lost favor. Came across defining moments that show I'm God's favorite. Did a little time in the county, got out on ankle bracelet. Judge said it should have been prison. I guess I should be thankful. Bad spirits came out the bottle. I was intoxicated. Can't get these hoes no more time. I had to stop drinking. One leg up on the comp. That's short for competition. Had to do some spiritual work. Watch as the plot thickens. Victory was mine in the end, just as I predicted. Thought that I was gon' tap out. I'm not about submission. Had to stick a fork in these turkeys. It's all about tradition. Something wasn't right about y'all. I had my suspicion.
Counting on the abacus life, save me a crucifixion. Hands on the 3 and the 9, that ain't no euphemism. It could be 3:45 and I'm on the devil ass, pushing all the P, he, him, I-A-M. It could be 9:15 and I lay a kid to rest. Feet all on the 616. Now who gon' pierce the flesh? Yak. Me and Piff drunk off the spirit. Hallelujah. The scientist so dope I point the mudra. Quiet in the church, I said it. Now who gon' lift the veil? Blood all over this bitch. Them big hats is frail. Big wigs bugging the sound cause it's a earwig. Put a gold hoop in my lobe, now you can't hear shit. Throw a scarf over my globe and put the fitted on. Wool all over my flesh, I thought I did it wrong. What? I said I thought I did it wrong. Sins welled up in the priest. Keep wishing water won't walk right under my feet. Shit, you just a feudalist. Go play, we amalgamating rudiments. Do it then, can't nobody move in the spirit. We got a crew for this. Feng shui all of your organs and get a Judas lit. Piff, who is this, a dead man or a Jewish lick? Stealing all the one out the hole with a computer chip. Eating off my shrug and I know it. Now watch me dig a hole. Lay myself down and get up. Knock at the kitchen closed.
Bought a house instead of a rollie. I had to rock the Nixon. Had a brief moment of stress, but then the weight was lifted. You know I gotta come with a style. Everything exquisite. You know the game is all about trauma, symbols, and repetition. I had a premonition. It's a scheduled demolition. Y'all ain't been good in a while. It's time to warm the benches. Teeth clenching like 4th and inches, so close to winning. They tryna harness my energy and get motion sickness. Dope writtens, putting fentanyl in pencils. Niggas need adversaries just to feel like they living. Get everything you want and still feel like it's something missing. Shit, I guess that's just the curse of being fucking human. I see that life is made to be rough. I wrote on sandpaper. If it all was so simple, I wouldn't advance later. I proceed to walk through the flames. It makes a man greater. Hate to watch my loved ones crash. It's like I can't save them. It's all about your own evolution. This ain't a game, baby. Nah, this ain't a game. It's all about your own evolution. This ain't a game, baby. Nah, this ain't a game.
Everybody talks to me like I'm the one, I should change. Why should I change? I've never even gotta find out who I am. You want me to change? It's crazy. Why should I change?
Sometimes I leave it alone for a few months. It'll come back to my mind. I go back to it and find that one last piece that it needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This shit is flawed by design. Just so we can eat, you know that something had to die. Endless stimulation just to get you through the time. When you in need of nothing, that's the time to feel alive. That's the time. This shit is flawed by design. Just so we can eat, you know that something had to die. Endless stimulation just to get you through the time. When you in need of nothing, that's the time to feel alive. I'm an animal. Every everything is tangible, easily programmable. I need all of the resources and valuables. The appetite of Hannibal, you know the vocals flammable. You might not want to stand too close, they keep you in survival mode. The bottom of the totem pole, this is a human holocaust. Some of us we chose to fall, some of us don't know it all. Trying to find my way home, I'm picking up the phone to call. Tell me what the mission is, I gotta master all my flaws. Tell us how you walk the walk, you know you never learn to crawl. Look at the reflection in the mirror, getting close to God. You know they say the seat of the soul is right behind the eyes. That's where you really shine, that's the spark, that's divine. The body is a prison, I've been working just to keep it right. Learn to take the middle path, it ain't no need to pick a side. This might go over niggas' heads, I'm on a different type of time. They checking for your vital signs. This shit is flawed by design. Just so we can eat, you know that something had to die. Endless stimulation just to get you through the time. When you in need of nothing, that's the time to feel alive. That's the time. This shit is flawed by design. Just so we can eat, you know that something had to die. Endless stimulation just to get you through the time. When you in need of nothing, that's the time to feel alive. That's the time.
History does not repeat itself, nigga, it only rhymes. Scientists cannot lie, I ain't always just hit the dimes. I hit 2 5s and got back to the grind, nigga, that's just my life. I try not to rewind and get to crying, I rewind, easy winding. I'm a climber, no, I really be climbing. Stab the iron spike in the side of the spire and get to going higher. Scientist so Goliath, throwing fire, sole proprietor, poet, pen, pyro, punch a punk perfectly in the pie hole. I really be in solace, dope man pondered the politics. I proposed that Papa was probably just being honest about the piranhas. Polished off the rest of that bottle quick and went fishing for those piranhas, cause they's going to Benihana's, bitch. Dope man ostrich, Holocaust posture tough if you want. You be an ostrich, now watch the duck. Dope man illustrator, I'll paint a cold picture like niggas dead in the refrigerator in a home with froze pipes. Scientist facilitator, brought you the whole knife.
Just so we can eat, you know that something had to die. Endless stimulation just to get you through the time. When you in need of nothing, that's the time to feel alive. That's the time. This shit is flawed by design. Just so we can eat, you know that something had to die. Endless stimulation just to get you through the time. When you in need of nothing, that's the time. That's the time. That's the time.
Mentally repeat and visualize in over 2-3 times. Take another deep breath, and while exhaling, mentally repeat and visualize the number 1 3 times. You are at level 1, the basic level that you can use for any purpose that you desire.
Pulling from the cosmos. Pulling from the cosmos. Pulling from the cosmos.
Yeah. We taming the human self this time around. Yeah. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Piece of shit.
Dirty bastards. Crabs in a barrel, they don't want it to be you. Everybody but your mama wanna see you lose. The shit that humans do, I don't really get amused. I just learn how to feed them with a long spoon. I just let them think that I'm dumb and confused. Whole time I was really up 3 moves. Family getting bigger, need more than 3 rooms. Need real estate, I don't really need shoes. Always did me, I don't really need rules. Give it to me straight, I don't really need juice. I knew you was the devil, I don't really need proof. I'm focused on mine, I ain't looking for the scoop. They wanna see us hang, but I came to cut them loose. Low credit score, you ain't even 22. That's crazy, all the shit that they ain't teach us in our youth. Father downtown, God's kitchen eating soup. They was on the pipe when it started, it was cool. Reagan era ran up the ratings on the news. Industrial prison complex, they ain't have a clue. Start filling up the jails, gangster shit sells. We brought into a world where we respawn as death. It's like you getting looped and looped back in the mess. It's your big brother, you see I'm back in the flesh. Compare me to Big's brother, cause I can rap with the best. I was never Jody, no going back to the nest. Some people ain't like it, but they gon' have to accept. I bring it every time, they know what they should expect. They see a work ethic that only they can respect. I came with a message, but all you see is a threat. You know they say Jesus, he went through the same shit. Dying for other men's insecurities is sick. It ain't the Mandela, it's the Debo effect. Niggas wear the shit, need to get their egos in check. And love with material, so we known to flex. Big bankroll looking like a Rolodex. Take it to the mall, spend 1,000 on sweat. So when the bills roll around, you ain't got nothing left. Yeah, nigga, I guess.
They feeling juiced up, took a stab at me like Orenthal. Some smart dummies ways. What's a wise man to a know-it-all? The blow involved took his whole check, then he blow it all, then blow it off. Ran off from the plug, then ignore the call. Lower self, battle the dragon, I feel like Gandalf. Battle cries, reach for my pockets, I shot his hands off. Play action, still throwing bullets, fake the handoff. Standoff, didn't have a plan, another man lost. Can't control his rage, still think he a real man. The pills made him kill for the thrill, he a drill fan. Wrote him up, still chief to keep with they ops in it. Cops on the watch, thought he low cause his ride tinted. Place don't match, and he hostily riding it. IG story posted, booked him in 5 minutes. Really wasn't in the streets, he in the bike lane. The pressure that he felt equivalent to a migraine. In God's name, praying for a change and none came. The one thing he know to hold on to, and that's pain. Still living out his granddad's trauma, no love from his mama, no hugs from his father. Black Arnold Schwarzenegger, gotta get to the chopper. Young Messiah type, sipping on the holy water, or on a block the horror he saw when they Holocaust him. Had to pay with his life, didn't know that's all it cost. Didn't know that's all it cost.
To a higher frequency. This process is yours and it's personal. No one can do it for you. The best people can offer you is the information, but the wisdom and the understanding is all on you. That's the occult. That's the occult science. That's the occult way, and that's the goal and chore of that who is seeking light.
Don't waste it. Quantum leap, exactly. Take that quantum leap on the Sake of Alchemy.
Watch closely now. After the string is threaded through the straw, he bends the straw and straightens the string. Next, he clips off the peak of the straw and throws it away. Now, he puts the straws together and pulls the string through. Presto!
This is not a sideshow. Dope shit so you can ride slow. Pulling from the cosmos. You know it's growth in the convo. Collected dough and do the mambo. Plans only God knows. This is not a sideshow. Dope shit so you can ride slow. Pulling from the cosmos. You know it's growth in the convo. Collected dough and do the mambo. Plans only God knows. This shit a hit in any time zone. I just spit it from my iPhone. Motivate my guys to do the utmost. In the world that's mostly cutthroat, ran by the banknotes, your pants at your ankles. You getting fucked to be famous. Everything is not for sale, it's just some shit not to be traded. I'm in the rankings and matching wits with the greatest. Have a seat at the table, my nigga, you finally made it. We applaud as the Japanese wagyu was plated. A taste for the lower nature, it challenges elevation. Wandering in no man's land, it's stagnation. No relation to current events, these lessons from the ancients. I travel back in time just to say this. Get you niggas in line like a waitlist. We living dangerous. This is not a sideshow. Dope shit so you can ride slow. Pulling from the cosmos. You know it's growth in the convo. Collected dough and do the mambo. Plans only God knows. This is not a sideshow. Dope shit so you can ride slow. Pulling from the cosmos. You know it's growth in the convo. Collected dough and do the mambo. Plans only God knows. Getting chips like famous Amos. To some it's rocket science, but to us it's just basic language. I'll explain plainly, but it's you who must make the changes. Meditate when your conscious mind is player hating. Dive in deep thought and visualize, or you will obtain it. Let go of all the burdens that you carry, release the hatred. Imagine that you listen in the sounds of the ocean playing. You travel where time don't exist, so you know you made it. Decode the matrix. I'm motivated while you throne chasing. Marching to my own drum, I got my own cadence. Experimenting with my own flavors. That shit is not creative. They just bore us with the same phrases. You lazy.
Alchemy.
Alchemy is not about the transmutation of base elements like lead into gold. It's about transmuting that which is undesirable into that which is worthy.
Check, 1, 2, mic check.
He said it is the only
It's your big brother Wills Piff in the building, man. Dope man scientist. TSSW1 for Sake of Alchemy. A prisoner of human need, trapped in the flesh. Why we always need something on this pathway to death. Take it for strides, ain't no halfway to step. When the truth is presented, you can't halfway accept. The day that we die, that's a fine day to rest. So while your ass still alive, you know it's rep after rep. Always had something in the stash where I slept. Rainy day money in the bag made a felt. When life's whipping your ass like when moms had the belt, I can still smell the leather. That's a memory forever. What's the penalty for pleasure? Boundary overstepping. Probably feel empty. Properly sip the Remy attempting to fill a void like a well full of pennies. It seems never ending till you find what you was missing. And what that really means just depends on the person. I actually found mine with a pen painting portraits. Pinpoint trauma developed through clairvoyance. Hide behind the ego with acts of being boisterous. You know the blind leading the blind, that's just a coin flip on some down on going shit. Writing and reporting this, what happens in the ghetto. The stories of the unfortunate. Picture pieces off your portion like an extortionist. They wonder why we all worked up and so emotional, consented to the mind control. But we don't know it though, as long as the bag is heavy. We don't wanna know. Considered to the mind control, but we don't know it though, as long as the bag is heavy. We don't wanna know. They wanna see blood, they gon' wanna show. Looking for a sacrifice, who gon' be the first to go? Giveth any take away, tell us how you learn to cope. Piff rap harder like he part of a cult. They say that rap is dying, let's check for a post. We keep this shit alive when you check the results. You better check your tone when you speak to adults. Niggas living off of fumes just to keep them afloat. Surviving off all that gas till your secrets explode. Just be honest about it, dog, shit to each is his own. You know it's true when they say keep your enemies close. Stare into the mirror, there your enemy go. Dark night of the soul. Do some shadow work, man. Spirituality's your only hope in this shit. Get your shit right. You know me, I'm trying to get it right this time, so I ain't gotta come back to this motherfucker. Yeah. For the sake of alchemy. As long as the bag is heavy. It's your big brother, Wills Piff. My bro, dope man, scientist on the beat. As long as the bag is heavy, we'll walk. As long as the bag is heavy, we'll wanna know. As long as the bag is heavy, we'll wanna know. Transformation is scary and uncomfortable, but you gotta go through it to be the individual you wanna be, who comes out on the other side of it all. For the sake of alchemy, I must keep it a factory. It's all self-mastery. What I craft ain't mac and cheese. It's more along the lines of the shit they put in batteries. I Bruce Banner batter beats, a loose cannon's gallery. The passion of an artist and the stamina of athletes. Raw as they come without the filler or the additives. Rare as the artifacts they keep beneath the Vatican. I'm just practicing, bear witness like Mary Magdalene. My innocence was ignorant. Sometimes I wanna salvage it. See the world for what it is. It ain't no coming back from this. Tried to shoot for normal, but my shot was never accurate. Found out that normal was a term for undergraduates. I tend to look back and laugh a bit. They don't know where to put me, so my name comes with an asterisk. Don't got a gangster story or no tales too elaborate. A man that just handle shit, burning both candle ends. Life be kicking niggas' ass, I'm just Jackie Channing this. Wrist wrapped in bandages, Hearns verse Haggler. The war is in the mind, what you bringing to the battlefront. The day that you become sick of yourself is when you had enough. Then you'll start to notice what they told you just ain't adding up. Deep programming from the shit that don't matter. Practice free will, whatever floats your boat paddle. They say that God will only present you what you can handle. And too much of anything will turn you to a savage. I probably look normal, you ever see me in passing. It's the inner turmoil in these demons that I wrestle. Trying to reach the Christ consciousness, it's gnosis that I'm after. Lead the third dimension through ascension as a master. Niggas rapped about everything, but everything is everything. Niggas rapped about everything, but everything is everything.
I start drinking, I start talking to myself. I start thinking I may harm somebody else. Smoking squares, you cannot inhale. I keep coughing, but I ain't got my coffin nailed. So I'ma make beats, minor diatonic scale. Scientist speech, pull teeth, pliers in a pail. You can't move me, my nigga. Tires in the air, you cannot fool a player. Number ones do not come in pairs. And I don't care, let me talk clear. My mission's here to tell y'all about levels, layers, and that y'all missing tears. It's all blood, sweat over here like I've been fighting bears. Surviving, trying to bury the hatchet, but deciding where. Within the balls of this beat or in your fucking head. I know it takes paws and feet for y'all to seek prayer.
Hands on them.
But to each theirs, let me preach less, and to each
God
be blessed.
land on them.
I know it's not easy, but to me it's easier than chess. And these niggas is egregiously chasing the rep, while EB in the grease green Chevy banging the left. Nothing but Jeezy, Peasy, and Piff playing in decks. It's easy, believe me, stab a flea with a bayonet. It's dope man scientist bias. Yes. I keep the iron next to the chest. The 380 tuck like a baby in a bassinet. Don't be next. They call him dope man, the dope was in him. See, Cy an alright guy, but he soaked in prison. He kicked the coke, but couldn't quit the sipping. But this kid's diction of quotes, he's the GOAT at spitting. That's no fiction. But there was no gloating in prison. I had to take my eyes, close them, envision.
I did it to them.
Living in studios like home is where the heart is. The dome is where my art lives. The throne is where the God sits. I had to learn, don't shake hands across the drawbridge, or shake hands with the armor hammer that's in your fridge. And that cameras give the same thing as the mirror did. The only difference is true appearances.
For the sake of alchemy, I must keep it a factory. It's all self-mastery. What I craft ain't mac and cheese. No got a gangster story or no tales too elaborate. A man that just handles shit, burning both candle ends. Life be kicking niggas' ass. I'm just Jackie Chan in this, wrist wrapped in bandages. Hearns versus Haggler, the war is in the mind.
The best place in the world to exchange confidences. Oh, here, let's step around the corner. We can talk more privately. Oh, here we are. Now, the thing I wanted to ask about, we...